Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Here I am going to demonstrate the most frequently used tools and commands in Adobe Illustrator software. Once you launch Adobe Illustrator software, this is the home window you can see in which various presets of the sizes would be available. From here you can pick the size of the artboard, or else if you want to customize the artboard size, first of all you have to create a new document. In order to create a new document, either you can use this new file option or else go to file menu and click new, and the shortcut key is Ctrl N. Then this pop-up will open, and from here you can see some recently used artboard sizes, or else if you have saved any artboard sizes, it will be appearing under saved items. And remaining are the artboard sizes which are suggested or recommended by Adobe Illustrator software itself for various purposes. And just for a demonstration, I am just selecting this A4 size, and from this section I am just selecting the unit millimeter, because normally the artboard sizes we do set in millimeter, and it is depends on the requirement. It depends on the style guide that you are using for setting the artboard. Then I am just clicking create. Now the new document has been created, and this white surface you are seeing here is an artboard, and the dark gray color is the background. Now we can learn about what is document setup. In order to set up the document, you just go to file and click this document setup. The shortcut key is Alt Control P. From this window, in general settings, you can select the units from this drop down as millimeter or centimeter. As per your requirement you can select, and the resolution also you can I am just selecting here high resolution, and other settings are not required as of now. This one you will be learning later. And for type, here superscript, subscript and all you can give the value here, and the language what is required is now it is English. And if you want to type something in various global languages, you can select from here. Then click on edit artboard, whereas you can make changes in artboard sizes. So now the artboard has been selected. Then you have to press enter. So from the preset drop down you can select, you can see various sizes of the document. From here also you can select, or else if you want to set up with your own requirement as per your own decision or the inputs that you gather from the client, you can set up the size of the artboard here. Just for an example, I am just giving 100 mm and height would be 80 mm. Okay, then you can click OK. Now the artboard has been set up, and the shortcut key for setting up the artboard size is Shift O, whereas the artboard will be selected. Then after that you have to press enter. This is another option I am just saying. So here also the same window will be opened, where I have set this 100 mm and the 80 mm. Okay, now I am clicking OK. In order to make your work very faster, first of all you have to set up the shortcut keys for all the tools and commands. Tools in the sense from the tool palette, whatever you are picking in order to create the illustration, and the menu commands are from the menu bar. What are the commands you are just utilizing in order to achieve some actions are called menu commands. So for setting the shortcut keys for all the tools and the commands, first you have to press Shift Ctrl Alt K, so that this window will open. From here you can select the Illustrator default keyboard shortcut key settings, or else if you want to create in your own settings, you can make changes here in tools. From this drop down you can understand these are for the tools, and if you select menu commands, then it will be meant for the menu commands. So for example, I have changed some settings here, and after that I have to save my settings. So you just click this save icon, and whereas you can enter your name or as per your conveniency. I am just entering my name and I am just clicking OK. So now the Illustrator shortcut keys have been set up in my name. I am just going to utilize the same settings only. I am just clicking OK. Then let us check out all the tools from this tool palette. And the tools whatever you are seeing here are the basic tools, whereas there is another option to view some advanced tool as well. But now I am going to explain about basic tools only. So before that, you should understand the difference between fill and stroke. You can identify from here. The black color item you are seeing here is stroke, and above that this is the fill. If you double click that, this color picker window will be open, from where you can select the colors for your items as well. So after selecting this, after setting up this, you can draw any elements. So it will be created, it will be drawn with fill and stroke. Whereas if you want to draw any illustration only with the stroke, then you can deselect this fill by selecting this none icon. So the first one is selection tool. The use of the selection tool is to select any object, whereas the next tool is the direct selection tool, in which you can select the segment of the objects. Segment in the sense, see all the object or elements, those have the anchor points. This is one anchor point and this is another anchor point. The item between these two anchor points is called segment. So by using this direct selection tool, you can select or move or delete this specific element here. Whereas if you select this selection tool, the entire object can be moved, selected and moved, and if you select and press delete, the entire object will be deleted. Whereas if you want to delete only the segment, you are supposed to select this direct selection tool, and you can click on that segment, and if you press delete, it will be deleted. The next tool is pen tool. So in order to draw any elements, any segments in random path, you can use this pen tool. So for that you have to drop one point, and you have to drop another point as per the required shape or required path. Then after that you have to drag the mouse so that the arc will be created or any kind of shape will be created. If you want to draw the straight line also, you can drop one point, and by pressing shift you can drop another point, so the straight line will be created. Next one is rectangle tool or ellipse tool. From this icon, if you keep on pressing, you can see the drop down in which you can see all the basic shapes. You can either pick from here, or else by using the shortcut key you can select the tools. In order to draw on rectangle or ellipse or polygon, you can select each tool and you can draw. For example, if I want to draw one rectangle shape, I can click on that rectangle, and you can just drag and drop left key of the mouse so that the shape will be created. If you want to create a ellipse or circle, you can do in the same way. By pressing shift, the circle will be created. Without pressing shift, you can draw any kind of ellipse. And in the same way, polygon also can be drawn. You just select the polygon tool and click left button, and you can define here the sides of the polygon. So I'm just selecting, or I'm just typing 5, so that is pentagon. If I select 6, then it is hexagon, and I'm clicking OK. So now the hexagon has been created. Next one is rectangle tool or ellipse tool. So from this icon, if you keep on pressing, you can see the drop down in which you can see all the basic shapes. You can either pick from here, or else by using the shortcut key you can select the tools. In order to draw on rectangle or ellipse or polygon, you can select each tool and you can draw. For example, if I want to draw one rectangle shape, I can click on that rectangle, and you can just drag and drop the mouse, left key of the mouse, so that the shape will be created. If you want to create a ellipse or circle, you can do in the same way. By pressing shift, it would be the circle would be created. Without pressing shift, you can draw any kind of ellipse. And in the same way, polygon also can be drawn. You just select the polygon tool and click left button, and you can define here the sides of the polygon. So I'm just selecting, or I'm just typing 5, so that is pentagon. If I select 6, then it is hexagon, and I'm clicking OK. So now the hexagon has been created. Next one is pencil tool and paintbrush tool. So these are the tools you can use just for drawing free-handedly by using your mouse. So this is pencil tool, and in the same way you can draw the random paths as well. And the next one is type tool. In order to type the text, you should use this type tool. I will explain the various functionalities of this type tool. So first of all, you just select the type tool, and you just draw the text box, so inside which you can just type the text. And if you want to type the text in one path, you can just click the type on path tool, and you can just click on this point, and over which you can type the text. If you want to type the text in vertically, then you can draw one box and you can type. It will be typed vertically.